One. What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Two Time, bringing y'all a special episode of Two Times Mosh Pit. We got a special guest today, my boy, my
Yes, sir.
motherfucking brother. Excuse my language, I don't mean to cuss, but like this is one of my best friends, bro. I've been down with this man since he ever moved out here. Pause, bro. Hold on, pause, bro. But like on some real shit though, like excuse my language. This is probably one of the realest dudes I ever met. Probably the realest dude I ever met, bro. If I ever got this man, I'll call him Uncle D Smoke, but to the world, tell him your name, bro. Tell him your name.
You know, the mind over there ain't nothing too much. Call me the mind, call me D. You know, whatever YB wants to call me.
That's my boy right there, bro. Yo, Dubai, bro. We got to get into the nitty gritty, bro. We got a lot of shit we got to talk about, bro. Cause you know what I say, bro. We do this for the public, bro. This is for the public.
You know, there's a lot of shit going on. You know, NBA, NFL, there's a lot of shit going on. You know,
A whole lot of shit, bro.
Hit on them topics, man, because nobody really talking that real about what's going on.
Facts. Hey, before we even get started, everybody, please hit that like button. Please hit that sub button, bro. We about to take off, bro. I'm about to start bringing in guests. This is actually my very first guest, my boy, Uncle D Smoke. Let's get right into it, bro. I have to ask you a series of questions, bro. Give me your honest answers, bro.
Yes,
Give them the detailed answer for the public. First question I would like to ask you, bro. How was life growing up in the Bay, my boy? Like, on some real shit, bro.
Shit, it is really what you making. You know, the Bay is a bunch of different cities, so you know, I ain't gonna cap act like my city's the toughest or whatever. You feel me? You know, everybody got different situations, but you know, it make you to who you is. You know, you see people from all walks of journey, all different lives, all different races. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? When you be around so many different people, different cultures, you know, there's gonna be trouble for sure, but you know, there's love, a lot of fun, a lot of life to it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change it for the world.
I feel that. So, let me ask you this then. Because you play football, right? Because a lot of people don't know. You grew up playing football your whole life and stuff. How was it, bro, playing football at damn near one of the most legendary high schools, bro? Probably the most dominating high school in football history, bro. Y'all were undefeated for, I think, like 12 years in a row on some crazy stuff, bro. Crazy amount of state championships, crazy amount of traveling, just being the most dominant team for, like, literally over a decade, bro. How does it feel, bro, playing at De La Salle, bro? What was life like playing at De La Salle, bro?
Shit, like you said, what was life like? Shit, daylight was life. Football was life. Like, I ain't gonna lie. You there at 6 in the morning, you there till fucking 6 at night, and then you got homework to do. School hard as shit. You know, everything over there college prep type shit. So it's like, you feel me? You gotta just be on your shit. You know, for me, going from like fucking Antioch Middle to the not Antioch Middle, but Dallas French Middle School in Antioch to fucking daylight was just a big thing. You know, I'm over here easily getting straight A's and some B's and shit, and then you got I gotta study and shit. Niggas ain't never had to study. So, you know, football aspect, you know, it's cool. I always, you know, down for the grind, I was down for work and shit like that, but you know, it's different, you know what I'm saying? When you really, you know, you battling for a spot, and then not only that, you feel me, you doing the hardest shit you ain't even ever feel. You in the best condition in your life, but summer is just a killer. Like, you there all the time, it's hot as shit, and them niggas don't give a damn. You're lifting, you all that shit, tires, gases, nigga, them niggas do not care, man. I ain't gonna lie.
So, like, tell us, like, some... Yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say, tell us about some workouts and, like, some stuff like that.
Shit, okay. I remember one time, it was like 114, right? It had to be, we was on the turf. So like, it was like 110 degrees, but like, it gives 40 degrees when you're on the turf. And we was 1 degree off where we couldn't be on the turf. And them niggas made us still run track, run liners, nigga. And you don't know what a liner is. That motherfucker is, you start off 5 by 5 by 5. That means you go 5 there, back, boom, boom, 3 times. Then you go 5 by 10. Well, you do each foot. So it's really, you do that shit twice. Cause you doing each foot. So it's like, you feel me? You doing that shit twice, and then you got 5 by 10, and then you got 5 by 10 by 15. That's when it really gets crazy. That shit is so sick now that I think about it. I would never do that shit ever again in my family. Fuck that shit. But I wouldn't change that experience for the world, but I ain't gonna lie. You learn a lot of shit, you know, you get close with your teammates, you build a bond for real. And like, I ain't really experienced that before. Like in football, like really just you feel me, just bonding with your teammates, doing everything really with your teammates and shit. Like that's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit is just a great experience. Winning all that shit. Like what I'm saying. Some people used to. I mean, I'm Pot Warner. I was really always on a winning team besides like 1 year. So I mean, winning is for sure. Like what I'm saying. You want to win every time.
Facts.
So and then like that's what they on. They don't know about really losing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So
except for state, but you know what I'm saying. Sometimes
so I was about to ask you. So what does it feel like when you lose actually at De La Salle? Like how does like the coaches like how is like the culture like when you lose a game that you know you're supposed to win or something? How is it like going to practice the next day or going to school the next day?
So I say like my first experience with like losing a game we probably should have won for sure is in Texas. So my junior year in we went to Texas. I think it was our first game of the schedule. We went to Texas and played Trinity. And them niggas was for real. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We knew they was for real. I think they was ranked at that time and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We going to Texas at first, like it was a whole lightning thing, so they wasn't even trying to let us play at 1st. So like we was delayed at all, and so niggas was getting pumped up, niggas warmed up already, and then niggas got to go back in the thing and wait till the lightning stops and shit like that. But so the first, we lost that game. It was a tough game. It was a close game for sure. You know what I'm saying? But they had, I would say, for real, was the biggest difference was they line. They line was just not playing. Them niggas was big as shit. Like they had a nigga that fucking was basically Jordan Davis out there. That nigga was like 350 pounds in the middle. But he wasn't Jordan Davis because he wasn't like for sure as dominant. But you just couldn't move that nigga. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't move him. He was too big. Like all our linemen are not that big. Like except for like our tackle boss. But everybody else, niggas wasn't nowhere near 350. I ain't gonna lie. So niggas couldn't move him. So we really, De La was a running team. So we really couldn't run the ball like that. And our quarterback at that time, he was cool for sure. But it's just, it was the first week. So, it takes time to get it right with your receivers and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So we just wasn't passing good that much. You know what I'm saying? In the defensive end, they had this big ass quarterback that was like, that nigga was listed as a fucking linebacker. A quarterback and linebacker or a fullback or some shit. No, he was a fullback. He was listed as a fullback on the roster. Nigga was big as shit. Nigga had Saquon thighs and just a fucking monster. Like the nigga was just big as shit. So niggas, he was running niggas over at quarterback, and it was crazy. Like it was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. But it was a tough thing. We for sure thought we was the better team.
Yeah,
but you know how that shit get. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, it's about who win and lose. You can't say you're the better team and then lose. You feel me? So it's like
yeah, of course.
It's just what I'm saying. It's tough, but you win, you lose some. And then the first time we lost that game, I ain't never like really experienced too much losing, but niggas was hot. Niggas in the locker room, niggas throwing their helmets and shit. And me, sorry. Me, so I can't like you feel me. Like I'll be serious, but it's like I can't be that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, at the end of the day, like you feel me. I love this game, but I ain't throwing my fucking helmet and shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, that shit was funny as shit though. I was trying not to laugh. Because it was a lot of the seniors that was just hella mad. Niggas came to the locker room throwing shit and shit. But our coach wasn't really like, you feel me? You could tell he was like disappointed in like the performance. But then again, he was like, he knew what was up. Like, it was really a battle at the line of scrimmage. And them niggas know that our line is just, I mean, it was good, but it's not. Them niggas was just humongous, bro. And it was our first week. So I think for sure, if we played them later on in the season, we would have beat them niggas for sure. But who could tell,
So let me ask you this question then, because like I grew up out here and like we played a lot of good talent. Like I've seen like some of the best in the world. Like I've seen Spencer Rattler play. I've seen Brock Purdy play. I went to school with Ryan Kelly, who's like the top quarterback in the nation. Like I've seen like Keaton Slovis play like at Desert Mountain. How was it playing in California, bro? Because everybody says like Cali's a football state. How was it going up against Matter Day and Bosco and seeing guys like Amar Ross St. Brown and people like just like how, for example, you went to school with Toa Toa, who's a middle linebacker at Bama, who's gonna be probably in the top 2 rounds of picks. Foskey, who's a D and at Notre Dame's gonna be a first round pick. Like, how does it feel playing against and with guys like that in California, bro? Like the level of competition, bro.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, and for some reason, California is never looked at as just really just like a football state, like how Texas or like down south or whatever. But
Yeah.
whatever it is, at the end of the day, when it comes to them things, when you look at them All Americans and all that stuff,
Hmm.
it's they either come from North Cal or Southern Cal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you have that many, the state's hella big, so you're gonna
Hmm.
have a bunch of good players. So it's
Hmm.
like, you feel me? And we played against all kinds of different. You play against niggas that you don't even know, but they probably ranked in seven
Really.
on seven or whatever. Like
Hmm.
you look and you find out them niggas get an interview on the side, but then you find out them niggas they probably wasn't even like that. Like when you play them, but them
Hmm.
niggas get, you know what I'm saying? They was like that in a different game or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just a constant competition. You know what I'm saying? It's constant work. It's never really like obviously just an easy game because a team always got somebody that's going somewhere. Every time
Right.
we play, no matter if it was NorCal or SoCal, everybody got somebody that's that man that's going to the next level. And then
Hmm.
you have especially at Daylight, we have real we have real coaches. Like they gonna be honest, and
Hmm.
they could tell. Like when we played in Long Beach, probably my junior year, and they had Jack Jones, and he goes to ASU now, I'm pretty sure,
Hmm.
and he was the man for that team. And coach would tell us like, bro, he's you know what I'm saying, he's probably gonna go to the NFL. And
Right.
I think he just signed somewhere this year because I think he went off a job but he got undrafted. But like Isaiah Hodgins that got drafted by do you remember Isaiah Hodgins from Oregon State? They used to get busy.
I don't. I'm not gonna
He
lie.
got drafted 2 years ago, and I think the third round or something like that. But then you go to SoCal, you play Modern Day and all them niggas, and them, Bryce Young at Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Amon
Right.
St. Brown in the league. You know what I'm saying? Like you play guys that are going to like they had a what's his name, Wyatt. The left tackle he play on the NFL. He playing the NFL too now. Like the Modern Day's line is always crazy, always big as
Yeah.
shit, and they always have somebody that ends up going to the league, bro. And
Right.
like my senior year, they had a big left tackle that went to Ohio State, and then he's in the league now. I forgot. He starts too. I forgot what team he's on, but you play like niggas that are going to go to the league, not just college. You're gonna play niggas that are going to be in the league, and you could. And the thing is crazy. You could tell those dudes that like barring injury or barring doing dumb shit. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
them niggas are gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? And you
Hmm.
just gotta, plan for it. It's just constant, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta plan for it. It's just like, you can't be scared. Like, that's the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? The rankings and shit, that don't really mean nothing. You feel me? Like, you gotta show, like, you gotta have that mindset where you gotta show me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So let me ask you the last question about De La Salle, bro. Obviously, you can't open up about the locker room because like the locker room's like sacred and privacy and stuff. But was there any like practical jokes or anything that you was doing in the locker room or the team was doing that's just like a send off story for like off the subject?
Yeah, well, and me, like, it's funny, I like to laugh. You know what I'm saying? I like to laugh. So, like,
Hmm.
like, I would say the funniest thing to me, and at the end of games, you getting the dress, you taking the tape off and stuff like that, and we used to
Yeah.
get muscle milks like at the end of
Hmm.
the game, like for recovery and shit. So they
Hmm.
get muscle milks, niggas used to you drink it or whatever, right?
Hmm.
And one day I forgot how it's. I don't know if I threw it or somebody else threw it in our row, because we would have a row where it's just like mainly like you feel me, like the DBs and stuff like that, like the top,
Hmm.
my guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all in a locker room row or whatever, and then there's different rows behind us and do. So me, like I just like I was just like I grabbed it and I said, hey. Threw it over, right? Thinking nobody, what I'm saying, just having fun, gonna hit somebody, it's gonna be laughing and shit.
Hmm.
And the next thing you know, somebody launches a half-filled muscle milk and it hits the locker and it spills. So we ain't going for that shit. We like, all right, we taking our tape off and stuff like that. And we start throwing it. Throw it. And somebody, he's on some. Hey! He said, who threw that? He said, we did, bitch. Niggas throwing fucking tape, niggas throwing socks, throwing cleats, bro, lost and found cleats. We have a lost and found bin. Niggas throw lost and found cleats. It was getting crazy, right? And then our coach come out. He's like, hey, knock that shit off. And then he leaves. Then somebody threw some shit, so it's continuing. And then my favorite part, bro, the lost and found bin that has hella clothes that's been there and it smell nasty because it's been in the locker room and shit like that. Like niggas weird. My friend Kyrie grabs the whole thing, and launches the thing over the locker room. And someone said, "Hey!" somebody said, "Ah, hit me!" All the clothes on him and hit him and stuff like that, and that shit was just funny. We changed and we got up out of there after we threw that big ass shit out there.
But that reminds me of the time, yeah, like how the linemen, cause like the linemen do that shit too. Like at bad shit, the linemen be the one always throwing shit. So like y'all, like how we had the linemen be on the inside, DBs will be on the outside, offense on the other side. You just hear the linemen go, hey, like with like a whole jug of water, just throwing that shit over. People's backpacks getting soaked, talking about what the hell, bruh? Just getting sick as hell. Yeah, people some assholes, but that's some funny stuff. All right, now let's switch gears, bro. Let's switch gears.
Yeah.
So, how about them Chargers, bro? How you feel about them Chargers going to do in the division? Because, like, for example, my cousin Corey and Ross, they think the Rays going to take the division. They think they're going to the bowl. They're going to the chip with Devontae, bro. How do you feel? Like, where do you think that the Chargers sit? And how do you think the whole division going to fall, bro?
So, from my personal take, trying not to be as biased, and everything, I honestly think top to bottom we have the best roster.
Of course.
Talent level for sure. We had the best offseason, I think, by far in the division. You know what I'm saying? And even with just a little thing, it's just I feel like our depth is really the biggest part that just got way better. You know what I'm saying? So it's like starting from like last year where we had multiple DBs hurt, where we're starting our 6th and 5th DBs in key games against like, you know what I'm saying? And it's really hurt us, especially when we played the Vikings. Yeah, Justin Jefferson just constantly, we get him to third down, throw it up to Justin Jefferson, you know what I'm saying, on our our 4th string, 5th string DB, and it hurt us a lot. So, Brandon Staley, he took that to heart. He said you can never have enough DBs. So this is his first time really being in like, with the draft room and really like choosing his guys. So that's why we got Morgan Fox and Sebastian Day, because he played, he used to coach for the Rams. He was the defensive coach for the Rams. So that's why we got Sebastian Day, we got Morgan Fox, and then we got Kyle Van Noy, Khalil Mack coming in, because he used to coach at the Bears too. So him and Khalil Mack already had a bond and stuff like that. So we got these guys in. We got J.C. Jackson, and so I think we're number one. As long as we put the pieces together, I feel like we have to me, the best quarterback. If not, Mahomes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's always cool. But I don't think it's much of a dip if you were to say Mahomes is better than Herbert. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But to me, I think Herbert's that man. So I think when it comes to the division, I think it's us 1. I think it's the Raiders 2. I think it's the Chiefs 3rd, and I think it's the Broncos 4th. I'm not with the Broncos hype. I'm not with the let's ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with the
Bronco country. Let's ride.
I'm not with none of that shit. I don't believe in none of that shit. They're trying to persuade people. They're talking about like I think Russell's cool. For sure. He's
I was about to say like he's a Super Bowl champion.
Oh no, for sure. But what did he have on that team? Oh yeah. If you think the Broncos defense is the Legion of Boom, niggas are sadly mistaken. Now I think Pat Surtain is for surely him. You know what I'm saying? But
he's one of my favorite corners.
But I think when you really look at them, like they have a lot of improvements. Like Cortland Sutton as a number 1. Judy as a number 1. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You really, you know what I'm saying? The only person I feel like is a for sure given is on the offense is Russell Wilson and Williams, their running back. I think he's nice.
Devontae is there. That man will lower his pads, lower his shoulder pads, lower his helmet.
Breaking tackles. Yeah, he's nice. And their defense is for sure good, but it's not as nowhere near as good as last year. And I think all the offenses I feel like got better except for the Chiefs. The Chiefs took a step back, and I think that's going to show on. I think that's going to show on game, because. So
you think that Patrick Mahomes is going to struggle without Tyreek Hill, even with all the weapons of Juju and Valdes Scantling? Like, you don't think that's going to be enough to put the Chiefs over the top?
I think Tyreek Hill is going to for sure be missed. You're talking about somebody who's the fastest dude in the NFL. I think it's not really that damn close. People had to switch to a cover 2 and hope they had a linebacker or somebody who could just cover Travis Kelce 1-on-1. That's how they played.
Mm-hmm.
How deep in coverage you have to play when you Tyreek Hill is crazy because
Mm-hmm.
he could just outrun you. You know what I'm saying? Like it creates so much space, especially when you have him and McCole Harbin. It creates so much space that I feel like people don't understand. Like I get Pat Mahomes for sure. I'm telling all that. You know what I'm saying? But especially if they don't have that run game, which they haven't been having these past years, without Tyreek Hill, that offense is for sure going to take a step back. No matter how good Mahomes is, it's going to take a step back. So I think they're gonna struggle. And their defense lost Tyron. I don't know why people keep not talking about it. Their defense lost their best player by fucking far. They lost
Yeah.
Tavares Ward and they lost Tyrann Mathieu, the captain of their defense. Like, what are we even talking about? Their defense is horrible. The defense is ass. Like, I don't know why.
So let me ask you this then. What do you think the Chargers record is gonna be this year?
I got us. I think I got us at 11-6.
Can you name the
Maybe
6 losses off the top of your head or nah?
Let me go to. I can open the schedule.
Okay,
I'm
go
saying
ahead.
maybe 12-5, but I think us and the Raiders could split.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm giving that. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving that a loss. But the first, same thing as last year. The first game we finna whip their ass. We're finna get that shit hot. Get that shit cracking right off the bat. Just like we did last year.
Cause I ain't gonna lie,
whoop they
y'all do
ass.
play. The Raiders bringing in Devontae Adams. There's a lot of hype with Derek Carr and
We got JC
Devontae.
Jackson.
So say it right now. How many yards is J.C. Jackson holding Devontae Adams? I was getting to the nitty gritty, but let's get into
Devontae
it.
won't have more than 80. I guarantee you. He won't have more than 80 yards. I guarantee you.
What about
promise
Darren
you.
Waller? How many?
Waller,
Mhm.
bruh, as long as Derwin is playing, Darren Waller will not be a fucking factor. You better hope Hunter Renfro is just going stupid. That's what they better hope. Darren Waller, he's for sure good. I'm not gonna act like he did, but look at the last time Derwin James was on him. Pick almost 6. Come on now. So we're gonna get this shit cracking. So the first loss I say is going to happen is probably November 13th against the Niners.
Okay.
I think that could be a for sure loss.
That's gonna
I
be a
think
big game.
Yeah, I think we sweep the Chiefs. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow,
Both times.
sweetie Patrick
Sweet,
Mahomes.
2-0.
Wow.
We should have swept them last year. The only
Okay.
we
Go ahead.
were up until Derwin James left in the halftime, and that's when Kelsey started going crazy. He had like 10 yards in the first half. Derwin James got hurt. He went out. He started going crazy. You know what I'm saying? We had nobody to cover him. So I say Niners, November 27th. Cardinals, because they're probably gonna have D-Hop back, and depending on everything going on, I feel like they
With
could.
Kyler?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
I see that could be a potential loss. The second time we play the Raiders, we probably split. I'm not gonna lie, because I think I'm not saying like I think the Raiders' offense is crazy. I think their defense is suspect, but I think their offense
For
is
sure, their
crazy.
DBs is for sure suspect. They got Nate Hobbs,
Man.
but who else though?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Trayvon Merritt. Yeah.
Yeah, but no Pro Bowlers.
Facts.
Nobody who's guaranteed. Like the only
Facts.
people that are like guaranteed, stars is fucking Max Crosby and Chandler Jones.
Right.
And we got I feel like he still be determined on Chandler Jones because he started off the season hot as fuck and then
Facts.
didn't do shit the second half of the season. So we'll see. And then I think the Colts. I think the Colts is gonna be a tough
With
game.
Matty Ice and Jonathan Taylor. You think that's gonna be an L?
No, I think it would be a potential L. So I'm doing potential L's.
Oh, potential.
L's.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's nobody who's a given L. Like I don't think.
Cause y'all, you think y'all are that good? Like y'all are like ready?
Yeah, I think when it comes to the AFC, like I think it's the Bills and then us. If we're being honest, maybe us then the Bills, but you know what I'm saying. I think we top 2. You know what I'm saying? If we're coming with AFC by himself, you know what I'm saying, and then I think potentially the Rams.
Okay.
So that's 5. If you want to throw 6 in there, I say maybe the Titans, or we split with the Chiefs or the Broncos. Split with one of them, but one of them's getting swept, and that's gonna be, and that's gonna be our 5 or 6 losses.
Okay. I can get down with that. So now let's switch gears again, bro. Let's switch gears. Give me your NBA all-time starting 5 right now, bro. All
NBA
time.
all-time starting five, all-time,
And then
all-time.
I'll give you mine. I'll give you mine.
Well, you know how I'm going one. Let's go
Okay.
Bron,
Okay.
and then let's go Mike.
Okay.
I'm throwing Shaq in there.
Okay.
I'm going Giannis at the 4, and
That's pretty unique.
I'm talking about a starting five. I'm not saying, saying
The
one, two,
most
three, who's the best player.
yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about my starting five that I think will win. I got Shaq, I got Giannis,
Okay.
I got Bron, I got Mike, and I want Steph.
Okay. Okay, I like that. I like that starting five. Okay. Now let me give you a starting five that I think, because it's like I don't know how I do starting fives. I do this based off my head. Like I don't just put anybody together. So here's how I'll do it. And stay with me on this one, alright? I got Ben Simmons at the 1, bro. Hear me out, bro. Hear me out,
All
bro.
time.
I got
You're talking about all time.
Divine. Hear me out, bro. Hear me out, bro. I'm talking about Ben Simmons when he on his shit. That is a 6'10"
Oh my
lock,
goodness.
Divine, running the 1. I got Ben at the 1.
Messiah, we're talking about all time though. He's not
Yes.
locking none of these all-time players up though. So what's the
Stop.
point?
What do you mean?
Who is
You
he?
can
Who is he locking up on the team?
I'm not saying gonna lock up LeBron, but you can put Ben on Bron. You can put Ben on Jordan. He's 6'10". He got long arms.
Bruh, if we're going prime Ben and prime LeBron, Ben is not doing a damn thing with that. He's still going to do whatever he wants on that court. Saya, there's no point at pick. There's not a player on this world that can do anything with prime Mike, prime LeBron. If that's what you plan on putting him on, there's not a player in this world. So you better,
okay, then I'll put Ben on. Okay, I understand Curry won MVP. I'll put Ben on Curry. But I understand you won MVP, but nigga, he's 6'10", bro. You can't leave my bet off there. All right, so I'll put Ben at the 1. At 2, I'd have to put Jordan. 3, I'd have to have a scorer. Then at the 3, I'd put Bronny up, of course, because LeBron, he a passer, he can score and stuff at will. And then because defense, I'm thinking like this, bro. And then you got to put at the 4, I would put probably Kareem at the 4.
Okay.
Actually, no. Actually, I ain't gonna lie. My team wouldn't be able to shoot though. Damn, I just messed my own stuff up, bro. I thought I had a starting 5 coming in, but I was like, bro, what am I thinking? Because like at the same time too, besides Jordan, who else is a shooter on the team? Cause I was gonna put Shaq at the 5, but I ain't gonna lie, that lineup would not work. So I'd have to put Ben at the 1. 2, I'd have to say Kobe. 3 would be Jordan. 4 would be Bron. 5 would be Shaq. We'd be small, but at least I would have 2 scorers in Jordan and Kobe. I'd have 2 6'10" people that can. Oh, don't forget, Kobe and Jordan are all-time perimeter and defenders too. I'd have another perimeter and defender in Ben Simmons, and I'd have another lock and a physical scorer in LeBron, and Pay Dominance and Shaq. I'm telling you right there, that starting 5 is beating your starting 5 right there, Demai. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know it's not.
Why?
Because what the fuck is Ben Simmons doing on offense?
He's facilitating. He's facilitating. He don't need to see. Here's the thing. This is why I got Jordan and Kobe. He don't need to score.
We are playing at the fucking free throw line. So anything they are doing, we're playing hella high up, and if they drive by, we got a nigga that's going to help right the fuck away.
But
we have Shaq sitting in the paint with the other Shaq, and not letting anything fly down there. If Ben Simmons wants to cut or whatever he wants to do. That's why you will lose that game.
No. Because I don't need Ben to score. Ben is there just to play physical defense. That's the only reason why he's there.
You're not going to win 4-on-5 though on defense.
We don't need to score. Hey, if anything, you do not need to score. That's what you have. Because only one basketball. All you need is Jordan and Kobe to do what they do their ISO stuff. You can have LeBron in there. LeBron occasionally do his little cut and stuff. But I mainly have LeBron there for basketball genius and playmaking. I'm really not having LeBron there to score either. Even though LeBron can score, he's about to be the all-time leading scorer. I don't have him there to score. I have Jordan and Kobe for that. I just need him to be his genius and basketball savvy playmaking and his defense, and then I'd have Shaq there for the clutch and for being the most dominant person down there. So I really wouldn't need LeBron and Ben Simmons to score. They're mainly there for playmaking and defense. So let me ask you this then: name your starting 5 right now, just right now.
Of current players?
Of just straight current players, bro.
If we're going current players, starting 5, I would go Giannis.
Okay.
Giannis, KD, Bron,
Mm-hmm.
Luka,
Mm.
and Jokic.
That's a big starting five. I'm not gonna lie, that is a big starting five, bro.
Yeah, Luka, Bron, KD, Giannis, and Jokic. That motherfucker would be disgusting. What are you gonna do with anybody? Like,
all right. I would
what
have
we
to
talking
do.
about?
I'd have to do KD. Let me get Braun, of course. Let me get Joel Embiid, bro. 'Cause I think Joel Embiid is so much better than Jokic. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, bro. I would take Embiid.
That's crazy. That's a crazy take.
Bro, Embiid is a top five big of all time to mine.
Jokic
And
is
you can't-
back-to-back MVPs.
Okay, I get that, but Jokic ain't doing the same stuff that Embiid is doing, bro. He's not.
He's doing
No. Jokic is his playmaking better. But you talking about like a scorer? Embiid can.
What are we talking about? Jokic averaged 25.
I'm not saying he did it, but I'm saying, bro, do you see how effortless it is for Embiid? Embiid doing the post fade, pull it up for a jumper three, he can take it in on you, most of you, bro. That man is like, he's a better Hakeem Olajuwon.
That's not effortless. Jokic is effortless. He comes down there, play fake, goes right up. No athleticism at all, just all skill, Saya. All skills and drills. That's all it is. Don't break a sway. He gonna jog down the court.
What is he? They call him a big tub of lard, bro. That's what he is.
Exactly. It's easy. And he comes down. He's holding that ball high at the top of the three and looking, scanning, looking. What do people want to do? Boom, boom, boom. Throw that pass. Easy lay. Come on, Sire. He's
It's
bad.
bad. It's bad. It's bad. I'm sorry.
I can see. The same when it comes to rebounding. They're about the same when it comes to scoring.
Okay, so let me ask you this then.
He makes it better for the team. He makes.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Who's winning a championship first, Embiid or Jokic?
So you think that 76ers team would beat the healthy Nuggets team?
Yes, I seriously do. Because I think Embiid is giving Jokic buckets. I'm not saying Jokic is like giving Embiid buckets right back.
They played.
And didn't Embiid score more?
No.
You sure?
Jokic had like a triple-double that game.
I don't know. I give the nod to Embiid. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more of a bigger fan of Embiid than I am Jokic. I see.
With the fact, I hear you. You can't say that it's so much. He's so much better than Jokic. That's just absurd. That's crazy talk, Saya. That back-to-back MVPs. He won it last year and did it again. Like, come on, Saya. Come on, Saya.
But a lot of people said Embiid should have won this year. If I'm being honest, though.
It wasn't close.
It was close this year, wasn't it?
No, it was not close, Saya. There was a first person, and it was the rest of them.
No.
It was not close when it comes to that voting. He got voted for MVP for sure.
So you wouldn't? Did you have Curry in your starting five? I don't even think you put Curry in there.
No, I put Luka.
So who would I say? I said KD. I said Bron. I said Joel Embiid. Let me throw in Giannis, of course, because y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't used to like Giannis.
You have Giannis in there is crazy because he's the best player in the league right now.
No, he's not better than KD, bro. He's not better than KD. No, he's not, Demine. No, he's not, Demine. No, he's not. I will stand on this to this day, bro. They are lucky that the Bucks play dirty, bro, because the Bucks don't play dirty.
So
the Nets win the championship.
Dirty shit.
No,
because
they
play a physical brand of basketball.
No, that is not physical. They took Kyrie's ankle out, bro. You cannot sit here and tell me you're about to go down. Hold on. Tell me this does not sound coincidence to you, Demayan. You're about to go down 3-0, and then magically, all of a sudden, in Game 3, you're losing. I'm not even saying you're winning. You're losing. You're down 0-2. Kyrie's ankle is giving out on him. Somebody's foot when they put their foot out, and it's accidental.
Let me ask you, Saya, and I put it on you. Put it on God.
Okay.
Do you think Giannis and Kyrie would lose 4-0 to the Celtics?
No.
Okay then. That just answered the question. That just answered all the question right there.
No, hold on. Listen. I think Giannis by himself. I think if they would have had Chris Middleton, they would have beat the Celtics this year. I'm not even saying that. But here's what I'm saying though. The Nets team is so little compared to Boston. This is where people mess up too.
No, I'm saying you put Giannis on that team. Just switch KD and Giannis.
I think they still lose, yeah. I don't think they lose 4-0, but I think they still lose.
Okay then.
Because the Bucks team is bad. Because honestly, let me tell you this: if KD was on the Bucks, I bet they'd win.
No, they wouldn't. Without Middleton, no, they wouldn't.
Hey, I bet they do.
No.
Yes, they would. Yes, they would.
No, the fuck they wouldn't. And you know that. No, the fuck they wouldn't. Giannis was
Bro,
going for 40 and fucking 12
but
and
it was
shit.
a
Like, what are
it
you
was a
talking
cool
about?
40, but it wasn't like no. But it wasn't like no KD 40. Like KD, like for
KD wasn't
example,
going for 40 though.
he
on the
wasn't.
Celtics.
But I'm saying like you remember last year when they played each other in the playoffs and they would both drop like damn near 48, 49. Nobody talks about Giannis's 40, even though they won that game. They talk about KD dropping 49 and said that if he didn't have his foot behind the line, they would have won the series.
Keyword, if they would have won.
Bro, they would have won if the Bucks didn't play dirty. Take out my boy Kyrie ankle game 3, bro. I'm telling you, bro, they play dirty, bro.
Excuses. It's
Bro,
always excuses. They play a physical brand of basketball. They have Drew Holiday at the top. Okay.
No.
They play a physical brand of basketball. They had PJ Tucker on that team. You know what he brings to the table. That's why he got 3 years and 37 million when he's fucking like 37 or fucking 36. He brings a physical brand of basketball, and that's what the Bucks play. A physical brand. They got a defensive MVP, and Giannis. They got Giannis. I mean, they got Drew Holiday, who everybody says is the best guard defender in the league. Fuck a Marcus
is
Smart.
he the best?
That's what your guy says. What Seven guy said.
Who?
That's what KD out of his mouth said. Drew Holiday is his hardest cover, or is the hardest person to cover him.
Really?
He said it out of his mouth. Everybody says it's Drew Holiday. You better look at some interviews, nigga. Everybody says Drew Holiday. I don't know why nigga Marcus Smart and shit. But yeah, sorry. Yeah. Besides, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Who do you think, when it comes to the young teams, who do you think is going to surprise people more that they're how good they're going to be in the NBA?
In the NBA, like a young team?
Yeah, let's go NBA, and then I'm gonna ask you the same thing for the NFL.
Oh, I bet. Young team.
Or it ain't gonna be a young team. It could be just a team you think is gonna surprise you is gonna be good.
I think the Hawks are gonna be really good. But DeJounte Murray and Trae Young, I think they're gonna be good. Who else I think is gonna be pretty good? People like the Magic because of the rookie Pablo.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't know.
I personally think the Pelicans are going to be scary next year.
A lot of people like the Pelicans, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I do not see the hype behind the Pelicans, bro. I just don't, bro. Like,
did you not see the way CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram were
yes, I
playing
get it,
against
but Zion is so back on this again, to my bro. I cannot get down with Zion Williamson, bro.
They have depth,
bro.
and they have players. What is Zion, whatever. I think he's gonna fit right in. But you got CJ McCollum, you got Brandon Ingram, you got fucking Herb Jones, you got Alvarado coming off the bench, you got all that young talent, and then you gonna bring Zion back, a person who averaged 27. Like, come on, bro.
But okay,
they're gonna be nice.
So let me ask you this, and now let me ask that question. Where do you think they finish in the West next year? Honest question. Where do you think they finish in the West?
All right. So I got Warriors first.
Okay.
I got Suns up there again. I got, let me think. You got Denver, you got Mavs. Who am I missing in the West? You got, I think they had that 6 or 7.
Man, that's not them they're doing. Well, is that really
That's
doing
playoffs.
anything? But
That's
like they
playoffs.
made the playoffs at the 7th seed last year,
talking
didn't they?
No, they played in the play-in.
No, they played the Suns last year. They got beaten 5
Oh
or
yeah,
6.
no, you're right. They played in the play-in anyway. Yeah. And then yeah, they didn't get beat 5. They got beat 6.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, does that really count as like a team that's gonna be doing something?
But you got to think about it. CJ McCollum came in after the All-Star break. That's half
So-
a year. That's not even a full year with the team, and they were meshing that good.
But I'm saying, like, you're saying they're gonna be good, and like you have them ranked like 6th or 7th, right? But what is that really doing? That's what it was at last year without Zion. So it's like they're getting. It's not like they're getting any better with Zion. I can see you say Denver, even though I don't really fuck with Jokic like that. I can see Denver being up there, because Denver I think is gonna be good.
A given though, because they got Jamal Murray and they got MPJ coming back, so that's a given. So I think the Pelicans are gonna surprise you how good they're gonna be. Like, they're gonna be a tough out. Tough out.
Okay.
For sure. I got them probably second round. Tough out.
And then in the NFL, my young team that I think is gonna blossom this year, I said in my other video, I think Pittsburgh is gonna be low-key nasty, bro. Either, bro, I'm telling you, just from like, I don't know what it is. I think it's because they're like a revamped version of the Falcons, but like they have T.J. Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick, they have Devin Bush, they have Najee Harris on offense with Chase Claypool, George Pickens is eating, Deontay Johnson.
Going crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like they got a good young squad that could low-key be decent in a few years. I think honestly too, the Packers are gonna be really good too. I think they draft really well too. Besides Aaron Rodgers, I think that when Aaron Rodgers leaves, the Packers are gonna be really good because everybody questions how they draft, but like they low-key draft pretty well. Like they have some young pieces. Like if Aaron Rodgers was to retire, they have young pieces in A.J. Dillon. They got Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson. They have Eric Stokes, Jair Alexander. Deontay Wyatt. So like I think the Packers could be something really nasty too. I think they have Quay Walker on their team as well, if I'm not mistaken. So I think the Packers could be really dirty too. And then of course I have the Chargers in there as well because but I'm not really sure if y'all young. Y'all really expected to win, so I wouldn't call y'all no sleeper though. Who you got though in the NFL though?
I think my sleeper team in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go AFC and NFC. So I got in the AFC, the sleeper team, who I think is really going to be nicer than what people think it. I think the Colts are going to be really nice. Like I get the whole Carson Wentz shit, but I still think they're going to be nice as shit. Like their defense is still that.
Matt Ryan's actually the quarterback now this year.
Oh yeah, Matt Ryan. I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm tripping. I forgot. Wentz went to the Colts. I mean, not the Colts. The fucking
Washington. Yeah.
Commanders. But yeah, Matt Ryan, Micah Pittman. Come on now. You can't say they didn't upgrade.
No, they for surely did. They for surely did.
Matt Ryan got some, some
of course.
So if they're doing that with Wentz, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be better. Their defense. That's actually I
don't know why I didn't think of that. That's a hell of a good That's a hell of a good one.
So I got Colts in the AFC. I mean, the NFC or AFC? I'm not sure.
AFC.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then the NFC. I mean, I want to say I really think the Niners are gonna be hella good. I'm not gonna lie.
Really, with Trey Lance?
Like, yeah, like I think they're gonna be. I mean, I feel like that's a given though. I kind of think that's a given.
Of course,
even with the Trey Lance thing, because their defense is just disgusting, and they, you know what I'm saying. But Brandon Ayuk is having an amazing camp.
Oh, for surely, bro.
He's amazing.
Yeah,
you know what Debo brings to the table.
Facts.
And then you got Trey Lance, not only with his throwing ability, whose arm is crazy, you got that running shit that you got to watch for.
Of course,
their line has always been solid.
Trent Williams the best tackle in football, yeah.
Yeah, come on now. Like they're gonna be fucking crazy. That NFC's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm trying to think who else in the NFC was really like who could do some things. I'm trying to think about teams.
Shoot, the NFC, we got a lot of rebuilding teams. I ain't gonna lie. Like,
ooh, I think the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
The more and more I think about it,
the
more and more I think about it, you got Jordan Davis just looking like an absolute disgusting
freak
out there.
Just bullying linemen,
pushing
bro.
all-star tackles. I mean, centers just pushing them back with ease. Got people saying, "Oh my gosh," in the stands. And then you got the more and more I think about it, like how disgusting DeVonta Smith's gonna be next to AJ Brown. You know what AJ Brown brings to the table. You know DeVonta Smith, who was going crazy without no second wideout. Second best wideout was Jalen Reagor. Who was ass. Like,
shit, I think Quez Watkins actually took his place.
They got Quez Watkins. He's nice too, but he's more like, I feel like
he's like gadget.
Yeah. He'll be that man. And then I'm not too big on Jalen Hurts. You know me. I'm not too big on
that's
Jalen Hurts.
You tripping, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I got faith in Jalen
Hurts. But I think having those three wideouts is going to make his job a lot easier.
And he has Miles Sanders in that backfield too.
Yes. If they would fucking give him touches, like
Facts.
if I'm him, I'm hot, brother. He keep playing with his touches. Like he's not every time he gets the ball, like he don't go crazy.
Facts.
Like they need to give him the ball, and that would just open stuff up way more for Jalen Hurts. But yeah, I got the Eagles too. I think they're gonna be.
I have the Eagles actually winning the division this year. I think they had just thrown the Cowboys because I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people don't like Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts is cool, bro. From Oklahoma, I ain't gonna lie. Lincoln Riley, when he was at Bama with Nick Saban. He wasn't no throwing quarterback, but Lincoln Riley, when you play in the Big 12, you got to be able to throw the football. And I think Lincoln Riley really focused on that focal point of Jalen Hurts. That boy was almost won the Heisman at Oklahoma. So, he obviously ain't no scrub. I think he gonna be solid, bro. I think the Eagles gonna be good because they got N'Kobe Dean, who they drafted at linebacker. They still got, yeah.
Bro.
They still got Darius Slay. They got Derek Barnett. They still got Fletcher Cox. I ain't gonna lie. The Eagles can make some noise for surely.
Yeah, they're gonna be something crazy. I think that Kobe Dean was like one of the best picks in the draft. That shit was such a steal, like bro. That I don't even understand how he lasted that long, but hey, to each his own.
So then let me ask you this. Like since we're on football, name the top 5 changing players in the NFL that changed the game. Like it doesn't have to be like just anybody. Like, name anybody. I can even speak right there. Just name anybody.
Well, first I'm gonna go with my favorite wideout, Randy Moss.
Oh yeah, for surely. Okay.
He had kids screaming Moss. He had people just wanting to jump over another man and making that shit just look so easy. He had people triple coveraging him when he went down to a touchdown. I mean, when he went down to the end zone, and it still didn't work. Randy Moss, I think, changed the game crazy.
Okay.
Next, I'm gonna go Deion. Everybody wanted to be Deion. Prime time. Everybody
still talks about Deion to this day with high praise.
He's still undeniably the best corner ever. Like,
till
this day, still undeniably the best corner ever. Like, you know what I'm saying? He brought so much to the game, and I feel like he changed the game a lot. Like, he made corners have that swag on them. He made corners want to talk that shit. He made corners want to, be him. Because he backed it up. You know what I'm saying? So I think he changed the game crazy. And then we went Mike Vick.
Yeah, that's who my number one is. That's who my number one is.
Every black kid wanted to be Mike Vick. Everybody wanted to be a quarterback running the ball.
Everybody,
you know what I'm saying?
Everybody wanted to wear that 7.
Yeah. Everybody wanted Madden. Who was people choosing? Mike Vick.
Mike Vick. Come on now. That's my number one by far. Yeah, for sure.
He for sure made the dual threat quarterback really like that. Like he made him, even though his stats was never crazy, but he brought so much to the game.
That's what I say, bro. I say this to this day. Yeah, Randall Cunningham was cool. Yeah, Steve McNair was cool. But Vic, what I mean is Vic changed the game, bro. Like, imagine if he played in today's game, Demai. I literally think, and a lot of people think I'm tripping, I literally think he'd be a better Patrick Mahomes, bro. Because just the fact is that he can throw it just as far as Patrick Mahomes, and he can run like Lamar, bro.
Yeah, bro. Crazy.
Bro, the man can throw it out of the stadium with the flick of a wrist, bro. And the man can run like, come on. Now, I still don't think Lamar's better than him just because of the arm talent. Like, Michael Vick could run, roll out, and throw that motherfucker 80 yards. And then if he wants, he could take it on you, hit you with a little some little spin move. And in today's game, you can't even hit the quarterback. Like, back then, you used to be able to drill the quarterback. Now, you can't even put your weight on the quarterback, bro. So imagine you not being able to actually hit Vick either, bro. Like, when he slides or when he's running out and stuff, you can't put your full weight on him because they protect the quarterback. Imagine him in today's game, bro. That would be the living cheat code. So, yeah, I agree with you. So, who else? You got 2 more. Who else changed the game?
2 more. I think, I think Ray Lewis did.
That's what you got to explain yourself on this one.
I say Ray Lewis because they put a lot of rules in place because of Ray Lewis. Where you can't just smack defensive receivers anymore because people would not go across the middle when Ray Lewis was there because he would hit them. Like, no matter what, he would put niggas out the game. Like, they made sure, like, the receivers can't get hit like that no more. Like, he make sure, like, people can't be just defensive out there, because, they want to take people out the game, you know what I'm saying? That's all that. If you take them out the game, you ain't got to worry about them. You know what I'm saying? So when you come across that middle, even if they not getting the ball and you hitting them, you checking them, whatever, because their head's not on the swivel, that's gonna make somebody run that, fucking change the whole route to get across that damn middle. You know what I'm saying? And then 5th, I would say, it's a tough one, cause I got a couple different thoughts. I'm thinking. I want to say Darrell or Richard for different reasons.
Who?
I think Darrell Revis or Richard.
Revis. Oh, for surely. Oh, yeah. Oh, for surely. Go ahead.
His 2-year period was the greatest. Like
Greatest
what
of all
he
time.
did
Greatest of all time.
made everybody say this is an island that they want to be on.
Man.
Made everybody want to be have their own island. Say, hey, I'm gonna take this man out the game. Even though
Facts.
Dion was for sure doing that, he was following and stuff like that. But Darrell Reeves, I feel like for like at least our generation, made people want to follow.
for
You know what I'm saying?
surely.
When people
For
want to guard the
surely.
best receiver and take him out the game, mentally, physically. You know what I'm saying?
That whole
Just
island stuff, that was all Revis. All
Revis. You know what I'm
Revis.
saying? And then I say Richard Sherman because I feel like
Oh,
Richard
yeah.
Sherman really brought that big corner back,
Oh,
back
yeah.
in style.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Of course, because before it's really no, besides Mel Blunt, there's really no big ass corners. You know what I'm saying? And
So let me ask you this. Name your top 5 corners of all time, if that's the case. Name your top 5 corners of all time right now.
my top 5 corners right now,
Right now.
I say
No, not right now. My fault. All time. My fault. All time. My fault.
All time.
I mean to say
All
like
time.
name them right now. My fault. Yeah. All time.
I can't speak on them old niggas like Night Train Lane. And fucking,
Bro, don't even get me started, bro.
Ball
Don't even
and
get me
shit,
started, bro.
but
Don't even get me started, bro.
I'm gonna go fucking Dion.
Yup.
I'm gonna go Darrell.
Yup. That sounds about right. I'm with you.
I want to say.
Bro,
I
throw
wanna
in
say
new players
Charles-
if you wanted to. If you want
No,
to,
I
you go
want to
ahead.
say Charles Woodson.
Okay.
At the third spot. And I want to
Okay.
say Richard. And then I want to say Jalen.
Jalen Red.
I think he's going. I think he's going to move up that list.
For surely. For surely.
Guaranteed. I think he's gonna move up the list because he's off to a crazy start that a lot of people is not even nowhere near starting off like that.
So, for me, yeah. So, for me, I'd have to say Dion would be 1 because prime time, of course. 2 is for surely Revis. I don't care what nobody said. I don't care if it was 2 years. I don't care if it was 3 years, bro. The fact that he locked up, his resume is by far the best resume. He locked up T.O., Randy Moss, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Chad Ochocinco, Steve Smith, Marcus Colston. Like, when you lock up the best, Brandon Marshall, when you lock
Calvin
up the
Johnson.
best, Calvin Johnson, when you lock up the best of the best, bro, for 2 years straight, and they're talking about in your prime. This is like when Calvin Johnson was in his prime. And when you have guys locking them up like that, bro, when you have a guy that can just be like, oh, yo, I'm putting you on Calvin Johnson today, take him out. Like, don't even, like, everybody don't worry about 81 today. I'm on him. When you have that, I cannot ignore you and not put you in the top 5. So I got Revis at 2. At 3, I would have to say, I'm not going to lie, I love Richard Sherman, bro. And a lot of people don't love this answer, bro. But I love Richard Sherman at 3 because everybody says he's a zone corner. It don't matter if he's a zone corner or not. That's 6'3", gifted, smart as hell at Stanford, had a 4.0 at Stanford, bro. Can read an offense like the back of his mind. And you knew better than to try him. Like, Tom Brady knew better than to try him in important moments. Colin Kaepernick tried him, it got picked off. He's over there yawning at receivers. He's over there jawing, talking. You cannot tell me from 2013, 2012 to like 2016, 2017, he was throwing at Richard Sherman with confidence. Because even like his first 2 years in San Fran, you cannot tell me you sitting there throwing at him with confidence, bro. And I don't care if Cam Chancellor and Earl Thomas was in the back. He was not throwing at Richard Sherman with confidence. So I have to put him at 3. At 4, I'd have to for surely say probably... I want to say so bad. I low-key want to say Charles Woodson. But I low-key want to put Jalen Ramsey in there too, because Jalen Ramsey's resume is nasty. Because like the fact is that because my whole thing is, it doesn't matter about the stats. It matters like what you do. So like Jalen Ramsey had to follow Antonio Brown, who was in his prime, going for 1,800 yards. Julio Jones going for 1,700 yards. Follow D-Hop twice a year. So like, how can I not put you in my top 5? So I'm gonna put him at 4 just because of his resume and just because of what he did now. Like people was afraid to throw at Jalen Ramsey for the longest time, and people still are.
And you also got to remember that when Jalen Ramsey came out, he almost had that Darrell Revis stretch where he was Julio, D-Hop, all that. He was going back and back, AB. You know what I'm saying? When he was
getting AJ Green thrown out the game.
Yeah, getting AJ Green thrown out the game. Like when AJ Green was still, you know what I'm saying, was going crazy still. You know what I'm saying? So he had that. I mean, it wasn't Darrell Revis stretch, but he had that stretch. Where it's like
second, it's like the second best stretch for surely.
He was like the next big thing, and they showed it. They would show it during games where he was just taking people out that game. And the crazy thing is that he's gonna talk that crazy shit to you. It make you not even want to play no more.
And he wants to. That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people don't want to give new people their props. Give them their props. Like if you see him locking up prime AB, prime Julio, and I'm not saying he locked up. I'm not saying he like full on locked him up like holding like 10, 20 yards. But like when you have somebody that's like, hey, it's like your first 2 years in the league. Go follow him. How can you not? How's that not respect, bro? Like Jalen Ramsey's first 2 years in the league, they say, yo, it's an AFC championship. You got Antonio Brown wherever he go. When we play Julio Jones, you're following Julio Jones wherever he go. So I got to put him in my top 5. And then at 5, I'd have to say Charles Woodson. That's because he played. I'm not saying because obviously this is corners, but like he was a lockdown corner and he went to transition to safety, and he was a great. Yeah, so he's a great playing both ways. So I'd have to put him at 5.
Just a great DB, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Did a lot for that Packers team, did a lot for Raiders team, you know what I'm saying? Like everywhere he go, you know, winning all that, I feel like so.
But shit, hey yo, that was actually all the questions I had. Hey yo, thank you D Smoke for coming on, bro. Thank you for being my first guest and for being a true boy, bro. I really appreciate you, bro. If you want to, you can throw yourself like a quick shout out out there, bro.
Yep, follow me on Instagram at Damayan __, you know what I'm saying? DAMYEN __, you know. Tap in, you know what I'm saying? We're doing great things over here, you know what I'm saying? So it was fun, you know what I'm saying? Just
Part of the mosh pit.
It's part of the mosh pit, man. Tap in with side 2 time, you know what I'm saying? You know, we go crazy. And just remember, Skimo.